of fear-based. They generated a lot of fear. I think it was like people were,
Yeah, it was like the end of the world. It was labeled as the end of the world.
Yeah, the fear was real.
Yeah, but the fear was true. Like, let's say people would just keep on dying.
It wasn't true. It was a propagated influenza.
It's like in the past, there have been millions of people dying with such a situation. So, obviously fear is there. You cannot say don't be fearful.
No.
We can say it's a post-justification.
Well, if you're trained to fight fear.
The problem is they did a dry run. They had it all planned. It was called Event 201 at Johns Hopkins a year prior. So that just throws that idea out the window. That it was simply the innocent fear response. The calculated and choreographed moves, such as coming out with the Nature article that this pangolin, meat market, natural origin, is the article called Origin of COVID by Christian Anderson, who's a friend of Fauci's, on the team who literally made the bug. This was a created virus. They may have had good intentions. It may have been accidentally gone out on the foot of the guy from Wuhan lab. But again, the fact that they did a dry run and they choreographed a novel coronavirus leaking a year before. So not only was it a biolab leak incident, it was probably intentional, and it was likely done by the powers that be to influence the election.
No, my only little argument of all is that though it may be intentional, or it was intentional, but the virus, there's two things are true there. They don't, even if I know that it's intentional, that does not mean I'm safe.
Understood.
Right?
Yeah, the response of the people was fear-driven to what can I do? What can I do to grab onto?
Yes, I remember buying food and then, wearing gloves and cleaning the fucking plastic bags because I thought, if it is going to, like Ebola or something, it's going to kill people immediately or within 10 days. Who knows?
Yeah, I had to work every
obviously
day.
People behave that way.
I had to work every day in the hospital, and I had 2 kids and a pregnant wife. So I would take off all
I had even designed a mask myself. Like how to make the cheapest mask. Because, like poor people in Asia or something, what do they do? If it is a serious problem. Luckily, I think how the strands were developing, the last strand was weak, but it was powerful against its previous strand, right?
Well,
towards humans, but
the biggest danger was the communication. It was the spam attached to the influenza. So the whole thing was a psyop. And then the vaccine response is the real danger.
Are you willing to take the corona shot?
How many people died?
Are you willing, John? Are you willing to take corona when I give you right now?
Listen, what's more dangerous, getting infected with COVID-19 or taking the COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer? You tell me. Statistically, the vaccine is more dangerous.
Are you saying, are you willing to take the virus?
Why would you not take it?
What a ridiculous, rhetorical, paradoxical, pointless question. The point is, the statistics prove that the vaccine is more dangerous than the actual infection.
There is some harm such a thing is doing. It's not going to take your life, so you might dare to take it. And there are simple medicines maybe or whatever. That is the truth, right? You cannot say that it is harmless.
I know, but it's less harmless than the vaccine injection. What don't you understand about that?
That is the first time you spoke this sentence. So
I'm not
talking about the vaccine. You guys are Americans, so for you it's like the only thing in the world.
How many people died in COVID the world over? Anybody know the numbers?
I think 2.2 million.
Try 10x that, probably 20 million from the vaccine injections. It's turbo cancer. It's a carcinogen.
Yeah. So this is the thing is that 2.2
So now
million.
here we need like numbers again, just by throwing those kind of heavy.
No, he's actually probably close to a real number. Look, Madhir, the unexpected deaths increased dramatically for they're still up over post-COVID.
They are.
Now they said it's probably because there was deferred health maintenance. Essentially, people weren't getting their regular visits, regular screenings. But that thesis is crazy because it's not that much of a percentage that could have come off, in my opinion. So the excess deaths after COVID is either a post-viral syndrome.
To my house.
It could be because of the vaccines, like John is proposing, or it could be because people got fat, overweight, unhealthy, and something else happened. And
or the virus is still working, doing its magic. It's still able to kill.
But
The
people are dying
vaccines are
with
useless. That could also be, right?
It could be the virus is
Yes,
useless,
we don't know
but they're not
anything,
dying with COVID. They're dying of heart attack and other things. They're unexpectedly high rates of.
No, I honestly, I'm the last person to go into this debate of vaccine versus no vaccine.
What are you talking about? Did you take your booster or not? So you are the right person to come and talk about. Did you take your
I'm
booster?
totally
If
fine.
not, why not?
I took the booster. I'm not dead. Nothing is happening to me.
But why are you taking boosters if you're healthy?
No, let me in the country where I am. We don't have the American situation. So when the extreme moment was when the vaccine came out. What was it? There were 2-3 vaccines.
Pfizer,
one of that
Pfizer and
we
Moderna.
got.
And
We
Europe
got
and
for
India.
free, and
So I don't blame anyone who took it at the beginning.
I'm just telling my story. So we were into it, and then after half a year or something, they said you can take a second shot if you want. I didn't take it because I didn't get any corona thing again. I had not, got. I think I didn't go through any medical anything. So I seem to be okay. So that's my relationship with this.
So you never even took the second shot as recommended?
No.
So you've broken with science and taken a decision to save yourself, and you're acting like this is not.
Wait! Don't give me science now. I'm not a scientist. They told us there is a second thing available. If you want to take, you can take. If not, you don't take. They will test you before and they will tell you you are fine, something like that. So they did some tests and they said, oh, do you want to take it in case? And I said, if I'm okay, then why should I take it? So, it was not.
Yeah, there was no country I know that gave that recommendation. There's no country I know that gave a recommendation.
When America started to close down the vaccine going out to Europe. Europe didn't have enough vaccines, so they came up with that stupid solution.
Madhir, the truth is the human brain will accept just about anything it's told. It's called suggestion, and that's what's happening here. We are told one thing, and we believe it because that's how the human brain reacts. It believes what it's told.
Yes. But if I say I've told a scientist to take the mushroom, we'll take it.
It's all suggestion. It's Krikorian, Pavlovian conditioning suggestion. It's in the science. They have experimented with this psychological phenomenon known as spam or hypnosis or communication. And the truth of the matter is this is one giant orchestrated nonsense with Dr. Fauci, Bill Gates, Bionosphere, and Pfizer, everybody, and Trump too. Trump likes to say Operation Warp Speed was one of the biggest successes we've ever had. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I love Trump, but he says some of the most egregious shit because he's super big pharma.
Why do you love Trump? Because he supports Israel.
I love him because this country has deteriorated into an effeminate, a clown world. And finally, we have somebody to tell the establishment known as Clown World, get the fuck lost. And we're fighting you now because we know that we're being destroyed from within.
She's so dumb. Trump is a bit dummy.
Yeah, you can say what you want, but he's one of the... Listen, compared to Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, they would have probably led us to World War III because they're that type of psychopaths.
Yeah, Kamala's dumb. I agree. Like, really.
She's extremely dumb, extremely dangerous, and same with Tim Walz because they are that psychopathic, that sociopathic, and that stupid. We would be in Moscow by now.
John, silent living space. You have anything to say about it? Forget about Kamala and all these people. Who cares? I don't give a
We
shit.
agree that
I don't
Netanyahu
live in
also
a
a
USA.
psychopath.
I don't care about whatever is going on. So, do you have anything else?
Yeah, I can read you a poem.
Netanyahu's a psychopath.
I can read you a poem about silence. The truth is, going within is the ultimate vacation, the ultimate reality, the ultimate joy. And silence is the way to get there. So the expression is think, know, do, dare, act, remain silent. So this app as a social audio, audio is the big thing. So all I'm trying to say is that it's very important in an individual's life to control the sounds that are coming into his brain and the sounds that he is emitting. And that's it.
And we need to investigate. It's just a
I mean, I think like also there's this weird thing where like Christian violence that's political is never linked to Christianity, even though
there's no disputing that. Further,
Girls came to visit me because of my sinus, with my childhood friend. So he had to come. Understand? It goes on good.
Okay, this is reading a book, Wisdom. Honey Badger. Okay, we're just sitting here in a clubhouse room, and soon we'll be reading what's called a book, the Tao Te Ching, Book of the Great Way. Thanks for being here. Personally, I am not going to get the COVID-19 vaccine today. I'm not going to get my annual flu shot. Many people are, oh, it's science. You reject the science. It's like, no, I value my health. And putting an additive into my system that isn't coffee, orange juice, or maybe a bagel with cream cheese, I'm not interested. You want to put a what in my arm? You want to put a what in my bloodstream? For what? Oh, it's going to protect you. It's going to keep you healthy and make you even healthier. You mean it's a +1, not a -1? Of course it's a +1. It's the science. You don't trust the science? You don't trust what you're being told by Bill Gates? Dr. Fauci, you don't trust those people? Think they're totally ethical? They have great integrity? Really? Oh. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the show. Okay. We are entering what I call the book club, where we read what is known as a book. Most people just want to talk all the time, get the conversational hypnosis in, aka the talk therapy, the dopamine production. But we are going to do what's called reading a book, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And we're going to use an AI translator known as B Computer. B Computer. Do you B Computer? Those ocean eyes. Mm.
Speak.
No.
Speak.
What do you want me to say? I'll say anything.
Not you. Nova. Where are you?
As we speak, feet up. Well, my girl, you certainly exceeded my expectations, killing my champion, Barushka, and turning a selfish creature like Shirin. So when you walk out of here, the factory won't stop you. This time,
I don't need your permission to live.
others might. Your Dr. Eno, for example. And what about Hugo? I visit. I found the only way to enjoy immortality is to watch others die.
You just lost a puppet.
Well, that looks fatal. No matter. The vector was hitting tiresome.
You've made the biggest mistake of your life.
What's that?
Underestimating a man.
Then until next time. Alita, factory enforcers came looking for Hugo. Somehow they knew he'd been kept alive. They're going to find him.
Where is he?
He's trying to go up.
It's a good movie, isn't it? Alita. There are good movies out there. Okay, we got a lot of videos to turn public. Wow, this. Okay, we're gonna do the Dadajin because we've got like 20 minutes to do this. And then we got a tennis date. We're going to play some tennis. Do I have any other YouTubes that I can take live? Let's see. No, we do not. Maybe one of these older models. Negative. What's this one? Is this a live one? It might be. Isn't it funny how all these movies essentially there's like eras of technological development tied in to ages or governments? This one, let me see here. Is it live? 13 subscribers. It is not. The John Kitover Art Channel. Oh, this one is also not set up to be live. This one doesn't even have YouTube. Show me what you got. This one's battery is dying and dead. Winner, chicken dinner. We found a winner. Okay, we'll try to get through 5 verses. Here we go. Yeah, what are we trying to do? Verse 24, avoiding voids. Avoiding voids, the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. Standing on tiptoe will only make you tipsy. Walking with long strides will not allow a long walk. Shining the light on yourself will never enlighten you. Being self-righteous precludes you from being right. Boasting about yourself will never boost your eminence. Parading yourself parodies leadership. Tao consciousness avoids the cultivation of all these ego-bloated voids. Okay, it's called Naming the Nameless. Naming the nameless. What preceded life? The earth. What preceded the earth? The universe. What preceded the universe? The soundless and shapeless origin of origins, ever transforming and having no beginning nor end. This mother of the universe is boundless and nameless. But if we wanted to share with you anything about this remarkable, non-executing executor, we must invent a name for it. We will call it Tao, because Tao means great, incredibly great, because it occupies infinite space, being fully present in the whole universe and in every infinitesimal particle. Because this great integrity created the universe, and the universe created the earth, and the earth created us, we are all incredibly great. Life derives from the nature of the earth. The earth derives from the nature of the universe. The universe derives from the nature of the great integrity. And the great integrity is the omnipresent, omnigenous, omniform, the universal material and spiritual substance, the holoversal interlinkage and cohesion of existence. Up next, we have Seductions by Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching. Ooh.
Had a good time. And of course, our senator, John Fetterman, is taking some heat for his support of Israel right now. But he has been very supportive. And, you know, there was a clip that I will put in the chat from Scott Galloway, who does the Pivot podcast with Kara Swisher, very popular business guy.
Standing on tiptoe will only make you tipsy. Walking with long strides will not allow a long walk. Shining the light on yourself will never enlighten you. Being self-righteous precludes you from being right. Boasting about yourself will never boost your eminence. Parading yourself parodyes leadership. Tao consciousness avoids the cultivation of all these ego-bloated voids. Naming the nameless, what preceded life? The earth. What preceded the earth? The universe. What preceded the universe? The soundless and shapeless origin.
Eitan. My man Eitan. Good Chavez. What are you doing here, Chavez? I'm about to read a book.
Boundless and nameless.
I'm recording the Tao Te Ching. Okay, this is the 26th verse. This is known as Seductions. This is a meditation, so take the deepest breath of the day. Seductions by Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching. Inner strength is the master of all frivolities. Tranquility is the master of all agitated emotions. Those who succumb to frivolities have lost their inner strength. Those who succumb to agitated emotions have lost their tranquility. The wise cultivate inner strength and tranquility. That is why they are not seduced by addictive temptations. Commentary. Living in a world before we have achieved the great integrity often challenges our inner strength and tranquility, tempting us to give up these anchors to our human essence for addictive escapes from the stresses we are so frequently forced to confront. We are reminded here that if we can embrace our inner strength and tranquility when they are threatened by out-of-control addictions and emotions, we will stay the course toward the great integrity. and be grateful for having done so. However, Lao Tzu invites no judgmental guilt or blame against those who don't hold fast, and for whatever reasons let their addictions and runaway emotions hold sway at any moment. What on the surface here appears like a tautology is rather a profound insight that feelings of guilt or blame for losing one's way to the great integrity are themselves emotional toxins that can only more deeply enmesh us in our victimizations. Okay, this is verse 27. Wisdom is effortless mutuality by Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching, the Book of the Great Way. The expert traveler leaves no footprints. The expert speaker makes no mispronunciations. The expert in calculation needs no calculator. The expert in closing things needs no lock, yet not one can open what has been closed. The expert in binding uses no knots, yet no one can pull apart what has been bound. The expert in caring for things never wastes.
Instructions by Lao Tzu, the Tao Te Ching.
The expert in caring for things never wastes anything. The expert at helping people never abandons anyone. These are the paths to enlightenment. Those who arrive at their destination teach those who are still on the path, while those still on the path are sources of wisdom for the teachers. Okay, KOB.
How's it going?
Yo, KOB.
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
There's some philosophy up here, huh?
We reading that physiology.
Going through the physiology, huh?
We're reading the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. Lao. Okay, this is the 28th verse, the fusion of opposites. To know the masculine, and be true to the feminine is to be the waterway of the world. To be the waterway of the world is to flow with the great integrity, always swirling back to the innocence of childhood. To know yang and to be true to yin is to echo the universe. To echo the universe is to merge with the great integrity, ever returning to the infinite. To know praise and be true to the lowly is to be a model for the planet. To be a model for the planet is to express the great integrity as the primal simplicity, like an uncarved block. When the uncarved block goes to the craftsman, it is transformed into something useful. The wise craftsman cuts as little as necessary, because he follows the great integrity. We are the world, those who have lost, those who have most power and wealth, treat the planet as a thing to be possessed, to be used and abused according to their own dictates. But the planet is a living organism, a great spiritual integrity. To violate this integrity is certain to call forth disaster, since each and every one of us is an inherent part of this very organism. All attempts to control the world can only lead to its decimation and to our own demise, since we are an inseparable part of what we are senselessly trying to coerce. Any attempt to possess the world can only lead to its loss and to our own dissolution, since we are an intrinsic part of what we are foolishly trying to possess. The world's pulse is our pulse. The world's rhythms are our rhythms. To treat our planet with care, moderation, and love is to be in synchrony with ourselves and to live in the great integrity.
Masculine and be true to the feminine is to be the one way of the world.
Okay, thanks for listening. We are reading the Tao Te Ching, the Book of the Great Way, by the Master, Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu. Tao. KOB, Eitan, thanks for being here. How do you like it, KOB?
There's a lot of vagueness and vain deceit.
Yeah, it's kind of generalized, but it's logical.
Yeah, there's a lot of logical things in the world that produce nothing. I think that's what the Tao is trying to do.
No,
It's trying to produce nothing in you, which the conclusion of the matter is we're all everything and we're nothing at the same time, right? That's the Tao.
No, you got to look at this as a practice. I am doing neurolinguistic programming, creating content on YouTube and other platforms, and I'm trying to program myself every day with this power of positive words. And the whole thing is don't be judgmental, don't have an opinion, just do the work and see how it manifests something in your life. I think it manifests love. And love is the most powerful force on the planet. And most people are running from love. They're fearful of love.
I think we're talking balance, right?
John, you mind if I read from the Vedas of the ancient Sanskrit?
Yeah, go ahead. And Eitan, yes, I agree. It's all about balance, equilibrium, harmony, joy, all positive words, simplicity, integrity. Integrity is the big word. Most people can't actually define integrity and they don't live their life thinking about integrity. It's not their education they're interested. Go ahead, KOB.
Yeah, so this is the Vedas of Vatara, chapter 1, verse 6, in the Pashnit. It says, in this great Brahma wheel, in which all things abide and finally rest, the swan, the individual soul wanders about so long as it thinks the self is different from the controller. When blessed by him, the self attains immortality.
It's a literal immortality, right? Literally from like reincarnation. Is that how I should understand that?
The incarnation of multiple lives is a misrepresentation of what it's like to have actual life. You see the flowers, you see the seeds that come from the flower, produce another flower, but that flower itself, the life that is in the flower, dies and withers. The thing that gave the flower life does not go into another life, but rather the part of the life, which is the seed, goes and multiplies a different life. This is the way of life. So the flower